bro. It's all literally just in order with itself, bro. So it's just crazy to me, bro. Like, and everything that we invested to, bro. Like,
I
it
know
might
when he
really all
dropped
happen at
that
once.
list, he said this. I'm like,
This
yes, bro.
man,
Everything
that's what
I'm
I'm saying,
invested in.
man, for real, bro. So it's like I think everything that we into right now, bro, it might literally happen all at once, bro. Like. It's kind of just crazy to think about, but yeah, like I can honestly see that happening all at once. Like Dinar, XRP going crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, and
Yeah,
Dinar
I
trying
ain't
they they trying to do their own digital currency too. So it's just like,
over there in the Middle East.
yeah, in
Oh,
Iraq,
nice.
in Iraq,
Wow, I didn't even know that.
yeah, bro. Like then one of the representatives, I think he's a senator like in South Carolina or something, bro. He tweeted, "Make Iraq great again."
Mm.
Bro, I was just like, bro, what?
I posted that video that I seen Peter post in his group in the academy, and he
Uh-huh.
was talking about how Trump, they built out an airport over there. Damn.
Yeah,
Like they put billions of dollars over there, and then he was just basically saying, like, listen, if they don't pay up, I mean, we own billions of their money. So to me, that's another
man.
sign of like, they could be working with that reevaluation.
Bro, it gotta be, bro. I think it's all like we got our hands into it as well. So it's just like I think they trying to help, like we trying to help them as well. Like, cause I know JP Morgan has been doing it for a little minute now, but something about Trump, bro, I think he's definitely doing that for sure.
Yeah, that would be lit. I ain't gonna lie, life changed like this if he do that.
Bro, quick. You hear me? Like super quick. You know what I'm saying? So I just can't wait, bro. Like it's all just happening at once. You know what I'm saying?
Do you
And
guys know that Trump's talking about that during the Congress meeting tonight?
what
Uh,
what did he talk about specifically?
He's specifically talking about cryptocurrency tonight and potentially it might link into dinar, but he is specifically talking about cryptocurrency and how he plans to basically bring that into the, I guess, everyday structure of the United States. He has
yeah,
like a specific meeting in Congress tonight at 9.
I thought
at
it was gonna
9.
be for the seventh.
The summit. He
I
he
think
probably might
I'm
be
pretty sure
doing
there's one
something.
tonight.
Okay, I gotta
Yes, there
tune
is
in.
because I was listening to the news, which I don't listen to the news. It just popped on when I was getting the kids ready for nap. And they're doing a special broadcast. I listen to Victory News, which is basically a Christian news station, and it's here's all the highlights, and then ends with but Jesus. And they're literally doing a special live stream from 9 to 11 tonight. So there is a special Congress going on tonight.
Thank you for that update.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I didn't even know that. So
See, I don't know anything. I'm literally 2 days in. Who called? Brandon has been calling me all week and got me to buy like $100 worth of dinar, and now I'm trying to catch up.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. As long as you have some, because $100 is I think 100,000 dinar. So
Yeah,
that's
I have that in a baggie in my house.
perfect. That's perfect.
Right, put it in the safe, man.
Put it in the safe, definitely.
Yep, that's the
But
plan.
but I know we got a couple new people in the academy. So just want to give like an introduction to Gibbs. He's been coming on for the last 2 months now,
Yeah,
giving us great crypto plays. He's been teaching us how to, store our money into those cold wallets so they're not just on the exchanges. And then just giving us, financial literacy into the cryptocurrency space. So tonight, we're gonna break down a couple updates that happened, this past weekend. It's not gonna be a long live because he has something to do and I have something to do at 8, so we might end a little earlier today. But, you know, gifts, with the Trump, with that announcement this weekend, the market's actually been going down
Hmm.
these past 2 weeks. And
Yeah,
I've been telling them, like, yo, when it's down, I don't even get mad. Like, that's the best. Cause I know
yeah,
all the money that I have, from closings that has been closing or saved up, I'm putting that straight into these cryptocurrencies because when it goes down, especially how it did, I know it's gonna shoot up way bigger because
yeah,
these whales, how they, try to manipulate the market. So can you explain that and talk about that?
yeah, definitely, man. So one of the things that people have to realize is that anything can happen at any given moment. And I literally was just on, for people that don't know, Chris Mills. Like I just did a live with him just last Sunday, not the Sunday that just passed, but the Sunday before that. And he asked me, he said, "Do you think it's gonna dip down to about 80,000 again?" I said, "Bro, I don't know. Anything could happen. It might." And we end up having a couple days later and end up dipping down, and he ended up end up writing me about that. But going back to the update itself within the markets, as you guys can see that Trump has came out and said that we're going to have a strategic crypto asset reserve. And for you guys that don't know, for anybody that's new into the space, you always want to follow the money. You always want to follow the money. And I don't never get into politics. I don't for people, there's people that has speculation that I voted for Trump. I didn't vote. But I can tell you one thing. I'm gonna follow the money
Okay.
every single time. Because if he has it right here in our face, why not make a profit from it? Then you can do whatever you want with it. If you want to, do something for your family, things of that nature. So I think me personally, as an investor, I always have to have that mindset. You got to take your emotions out of any investment, regardless. So yeah, so like I mentioned, that Trump came out and he mentioned that he has these plans to do a strategic crypto asset reserve. And
What
looking at
that
this
mean?
article, so what that can mean, that can mean a lot of different things, but in the most simplest terms, it means that holding a basket of assets in a way to where they may be holding these assets for certain reasons. They could be holding these assets in order to sell the assets at a point in time to help pay off the nation's debt. They could just be holding these assets in regards to there may be American crypto companies assets. There's a lot of this could be a lot of different reasons, but I think in this case, one of the big things is one to pay off our debt as a whole as a nation because we're 30 some odd $1 trillion in debt, you know. And now people say like, oh, he didn't say nothing about Bitcoin. Yes, he has. He wants to do Bitcoin. He wants to do Ethereum. He wants to do XRP. He wants to do Cardano. Then the last one I think it was Solana.
Hmm.
So if he is wanting to hold a whole basket filled with these type of coins and these type of assets, that's a big bullish type of announcement to make because that's the government. The government is getting involved. That's institutional money that's getting involved. Like forget the retail because the retail investors are just us. And we don't move the markets. We don't move markets by one bit. The institutional money, the whales, those are the people that move the market. The people like BlackRock, those are the people that move the market. So
And not to cut you off, bro, when he's talking about moving the market, meaning like we don't have enough money to make Bitcoin or XRP go up, depending on
right.
how much we buy. Like the government, like what I've been telling you guys, they could print millions of dollars every single day. So when they buy, they could buy in bulk. Like they could buy, or what they've already been talking about from, doing some research, they're looking to buy 1 million Bitcoin. One Bitcoin is at what, 80 something thousand right now, 90,000. So
Mhm.
to buy 1 million of that, it's going to, do something to the market. So
Right. Yeah. So guys, you can only imagine what the next couple months is going to look like for these markets. You know what I mean? So this is why I preach it so much to you guys, to not even to you all, but also people in my group and just anybody I come across and have these conversations with. Just get in position now. You know what I mean? Because if they are talking about it and they're planning on doing something, then you should plan on making adjustments within your life to be a part of, I don't even want to call it a movement, but being a part of what is, I'm not even gonna say what can happen, but what is gonna happen. You know what I mean? So that's one of the main things that I want you guys to understand. If they're putting it in our faces that this is what they're gonna do, then you should always follow the money. Let's just say if it was just Bitcoin and anybody that's a Bitcoin person, just always follow that money. You know what I mean? Because ultimately they're putting it right smack dead in our faces instead of just doing what they're doing in the back end. But truth be told, they've been planning on doing this a long time ago. A
Mhm.
long time ago. This is not something that Trump just woke up that day and said that this is what he's going to do. They planned on doing this a long time ago. You know what I mean? But for the people that's been in this space and people that's been holding on to these certain type of assets, they're the ones that are being rewarded. You know what I mean? Because there's people that's probably been holding Bitcoin since 2020 when it was $10,000. You know what I mean? Now it's coming to fruition with them. So it's just like, oh, what should I do? Should I keep on holding or should I sell? I mean, if I'm a person that bought some Bitcoins, $100,000 worth of Bitcoins in 2020, I'm holding, bro. Like there is no point of selling.
Facts.
You know
Man,
what I
I just started buying 2024 and I'm holding, you know. Like
mean?
I've been telling them I've been living on the Bitcoin standard, using credit
Mm-hmm.
for my regular everyday spending, basically spending with the weaker currency, which is the US dollar, right?
Yeah,
US dollar is going down every single year due to inflation. But on the flip side, Bitcoin has been going up every single year. So more so saving the stronger currency and spending on the weaker currency with the credit card. And then when you actually have to spend, pay off your bills, pay off that credit card, that's when you sell. But
right.
if you holding on and as it's going up, because it's going to start going up really, really high very, very soon.
Yeah,
So all of that is just straight profit that you're making. So you're not spending your time and energy. Because that's really
exactly.
what my money is, right? It's our time and energy. You work $20, $30, $40 an hour. That's your time and energy. So once you start living like that and once you start being strategic with it, that's when, you're living a much better life. Even with business, business goes up and down, up and down. So, one year you may make six figures flipping land, the next year you may not, right? But if you're being strategic with it, with how you're investing your money, how you're saving your money, then you could play the game longer for the long run. And that's what I'm trying to teach you guys. Like, you want to think more so long term. Even when you start making money, if dinar hits y'all and we all, six figures, $1 million plus up, like this is more so preparing y'all for when that happens too. Like by being strategic and being smart with the money that we're about to be making very, very soon.
Yeah, man. And I'm glad that you brought that up because one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is that the blueprint that you're doing is so smart. Like bro, like how you're going about things uh as far as your investment strategy and your taking profit strategy and paying your bills, and it's like a cycle, bro. That has to be one of the most smartest things ever. You know what I mean? Like so, like hopefully you guys really write down like how he's going about like his strategy, because a lot of people don't think like that. You know what I mean? So
And it
that's
don't I appreciate that, bro, but that's not just something that I've thought of either. This is from reading them books, the
yeah.
Bitcoin standard. reading on other people that's, been doing this for years. And
Yeah,
I'm like, damn, if I would have just, like, for example, if I'd have just had majority of my money that was in the bank in these different coins at the time of last year and years prior, then I'd have been way more up than where I'm at right now. So it's like, why not start it right now once you get that knowledge? And
exactly.
you get what I'm saying? So even when you was telling me, like, yo, buy XRP, buy XRP, that means I could have got in XRP when it was probably at like 20 cent, but I finally jumped in when it was at 50 cent, put that 13,000 in, and then when it went all the way up to $3, I'm grateful. But if I would have jumped in when you first told me, I'd
Yeah.
been way more up, you know?
Man, not for real, bro. Yeah. But like honestly though, and this is another thing I want to point out with you guys is that we're still early in regards to just investing into like the new financial system. Well, investing into the crypto space in general, but the new financial system because that's what crypto, in my opinion, was created for. And there's been numerous of like interviews. There's been a lot of different talks of like not necessarily replacing traditional banking, but kind of replacing that concept of banking and like with cryptocurrency. So we're still fresh. We're still not necessarily new to this, but we're still early. You know what I mean? So guys, we still have a lot of time. One of my biggest picks as of right now is a coin called Ondo. And they focus on tokenizing US treasuries and how they're tokenizing those US treasuries is on like the XRP ledger. So when you put in that perspective, and I looked further into this, there's 25, I think $28 trillion worth of um like the treasury market is worth like $28 trillion. I'm not gonna say the whole 28 trillion would be tokenized on the XRP ledger, but even just a small percentage of that is still crazy.
And if you guys watched the last live that, me and Gibbs did, he showed you how to get that Ondo coin. That's
Yeah.
pennies on the dollar. So if you guys get in early, that's another way that you could flip your money, even with a small amount,
Hmm.
because if it's under pennies, just like Dinar is under pennies.
Yeah.
If it gets to that $1 mark or where it's equivalent to a dollar, then that's a huge jump. So
Right.
you want to get into those too, but also be in the ones that are being broadcast, with Trump and everything with the strategic reserve.
Yeah, nah, definitely. And I'm gonna add to the dinar as well. So with the dinar, I want you guys to understand that like you can look at dinar and can think like, is this like a meme coin type of situation? But it's more so it is as far as like the price wise, where you hit on an early meme coin and it goes crazy. You know what I mean? But this is more so dealing with a more safer type of investment because it's a foreign currency. You know what I mean? So for you guys, there's a lot of people that hit me up and say, okay, I got about $1,000. How should I break it down? Well, tell people go about half into dinar because if you go about half in dinar, and it does what it do. You know what I mean? From there, I personally think that that good grief, the dinar and also the cryptocurrency space is going to boom at the same time. But you still are able to enjoy the profits, regardless of how everything goes. You know what I mean? But I really want you guys to understand like the dinar is like a safe meme coin play in my eyes, but it's real. You know what I mean? So yeah, guys, like Brandon said, we're not late to Bitcoin at all. We're far from late. You know what I mean? I think as a couple years go by, especially in about 20 going into 2030, I definitely could see a 500,000 going to $1 million Bitcoin with these. With everything going on and the scarcity that's coming every single day. There's only 1 million Bitcoins that hasn't been mined yet. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
So
And
And that's
I don't think y'all really understand. We never, as you know, a human race, ever had an asset that was scarce. You get what I'm saying?
mm-mm.
Like real estate, they're always going to be building, even though you can't make no more land. But just think about how much land that needs to be built in the United States. You get what I'm saying? Once there's 21 million Bitcoin, there's 61 million millionaires in the United States. So just think of that. Like every millionaire, they could buy Bitcoin right now. So, and then when these big corporations join, they're buying, 200,000, 300,000 Bitcoin at a time. So the more scarce that becomes, that's what's going to drive these prices up. So you want to trade your dollars, your weaker currency, for that stronger currency as fast as possible, you know? And then, yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Because I could go on all night about
Yeah,
that.
man, I swear. But like, but guys, like, I think we're in a time, we're in a period of time where it doesn't seem like it's that easy, but it really is. Because if you think about this, when it was the dot-com boom, I was only about 2 years old, 3 years old, so I didn't know nothing. But I know there's a couple people that's out there that still is up from that, from those plays back in the day. And, the internet wasn't even how it is now, where it's more you can get to more people, you can talk to more people about this type of stuff, or you can be connected to more people, you know what I mean, compared to back. It's either you probably had to really know somebody that knew something that was going on, but all this is now into our face, so like I mentioned, I always follow the money. There was literally a US senator, I think it was the senator of South Carolina, I don't know which one. He tweeted, "Make Iraq great again." Why? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
Like, it had,
send me that tweet. You
bro,
gotta send me that tweet, bro.
let
I
me
need to see that.
let me
Because
try.
if I see that, I might buy like 2,500, 5,000 more of Iraq tomorrow. Just cause,
Bro,
bro.
let me I'm
All
literally
lottie.
I'm about to literally pull it up, man. Like he literally
All
tweeted,
right, let me
"Got
share
right."
you. I'm gonna make you the host.
All
I
right.
think you gotta go soon. But
All
yeah,
right, boys.
bro. This is gonna be a very exciting time. And for the people that in the group that hasn't bought Dinar yet, man, do not sit on this sideline because if this happens, this can happen at any point now. And when it do, and all of us is making great money off of this, I don't want you to feel like, you know, you didn't take that step because of fear. Like you could literally buy $10, $100 worth that could be life changing. It's really like one of those safe meme coins, like he said, because it's at its lowest point. Back in the early 90s, the late 80s, the dinar, their currency was equivalent to the US dollar. The Iraq was a first world country before we messed it up over there and
Yeah,
killed Saddam Hussein. So when you do your research, like it do make sense.
man, exactly. So like I said, this is like the official Twitter of this guy, US representative. Okay. So maybe I don't know where I got South Carolina. Okay, it's Springdale, South Carolina. That's maybe where he's at. But uh let's see. Coming right here. Literally, if you come all the way down here, he literally tweets, "Make Iraq great again." Make Iraq great again.
Nah, that's wild. Did he have any reference on why he said that?
I don't really think so, but it
Oh,
just,
okay. Now I'm super convinced that they got millions of dinar. And it's crazy because Trump said it. They got billions of dinar. Man, I'm
yeah.
buying
Yo,
all of it.
who said that? Who said this?
So this is like a US representative, like this is his official page. You know what I mean? I don't know, like if he's in South Carolina, I'm assuming so, but um, but this is him. Like then he talks about, let's see, I didn't go all the way through this, but if you guys even just
Was
coming
that
right here,
today? Oh, that
this
was
is
February.
just a
February
couple days
28th.
ago.
Mm,
So
Yo, they doing this right in front of the whole world. That's crazy.
word.
In our face. Yo, hey, if y'all don't have Dinar, buy Dinar. If you don't get no return in 2 weeks, I'll buy it off you for double. There you go.
And I'm gonna be honest, if y'all don't got it, don't want to trust online, contact me. I live 5 minutes from the currency exchange. I
yeah,
could mail it to you. I just mailed $500 worth to Brandon Mitchell. So if you guys want to do that, send me the bread. We could do something like that as well. Cause I'm probably gonna buy more tomorrow just cause. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't trying to never work again. I ain't even trying to flip no more land. Like I would be
exactly.
honest.
Yeah,
So
exactly. And I think P said it on like on the last meeting that y'all had where I guess I don't know what they call if they could say they call them the president or the prime minister say that their currency is really more stronger than Kuwait's currency. And Kuwait is sitting at about $3.22. Come on, man.
yeah,
So
that
there's
would be wild.
Yeah, it'll be super wild. So like, but also guys, like, a lot of people will ask, like, so do you plan on holding on to like this currency after it, moves up? No. For what? I don't live in Iraq. I will, you know, exchange it back and just pay whoever I gotta pay my taxes on it, then just keep it pushing.
He also told me with the banks, they gonna want us to do like they want us to do this because they get a fee too. When we do the
Yeah,
exchange, they get a 2%, 3% fee. So
yeah,
if you bought 1,000, let's say, and it goes up to the Kuwait dollar, now you have 3 million, which is even crazy to even say, right? They gonna take they 2 to 3% of that, the banks, and then also you got to pay taxes, which would be around 20, 30%. Speak to your accountant, but that's still wild to me. Just
easy,
Hey,
easy.
just so y'all know sources, y'all. Hey, they talking about this could go up 3 times, up to 14. Not it's gonna come back at 3.3, like automatically. You already guaranteed that it's gonna come back at 3.3, right? But they saying this could go up to 14. So I'm not even look, I ain't cashing out completely, but hey, that's everybody's choice based on how much you got. Like I got a dude that he bought $10 worth. So I'm like, for you, you should put cash out, pay your taxes, be done. But for somebody that's, putting a little bit more in, hey, you could play it any type of way you want to.
or
Man,
like we all could eat. Even like I said, $10, $100 could be life changing. You feel me? So, and then
yeah,
with this, putting it into these coins, now you have the opportunity to buy a whole bunch of lots in, like, let's say Lehigh Acres, Cape Coral, all these markets we already in. Because now, once you know the land game too, you know what a deal is, right? You know if you buying it for a deal, so you just have more purchasing power, right?
exactly.
And that's what you really want. And this is why I emphasize you guys to buy Bitcoin is because like the purchasing power. Like, at first I wanted to buy a lot of land because I'm like, this is cool, like having land. I'm in this land space. And it's still great, buying land. I'm not telling you guys to buy land, but I want to buy the asset that's gonna allow me a higher purchasing power throughout time. I bought my mom a lot for 14,000 2 years ago, right? We're looking to sell it now for 25. We put it on the market for 30, didn't really get that many offers. Had to lower the price to 25,000 to get more offers coming in. But if I would have bought her Bitcoin at that time instead of the land, you know what I'm saying? That would be worth way more right now. And that's what I'm telling her. Like, Ma, I don't even care if we take a loss right now, because Bitcoin is down right now. So if we sell this, you put that into land, I mean, into the Bitcoin, and by the end of this year, you might be up 6 figures plus just off of that play. So start doing this now. And, you know, if Dinar hits sooner than later, you guys know what to put your money to with the investments. So now, you know, next week we made, or the following week, we may talk about the cold storage, you know, the wallets again. So you guys really understand how to hold self custody of your money. So you don't end up doing nothing stupid with it and end up losing the money too.
Yeah, definitely. I think something that I want to add in there, man. I think we should probably talk about like what to do after everything hits. Like get some good ideas, or like what I guess what would we do? Like me and you would do after it hits. Like what would be our next big investments, or like what would be our next big plays? You know, stuff like that. Because I got a lot of them. You know what I mean? I'm private equity, private credit. You know what I mean? Like, so that's one of the things that I would love to give you guys to think about. You know, thinking more so commercial wise, thinking, you know, there's a lot of different ways, there's a lot of different ideas, but that's just something that would be pretty smooth to talk about.
Yeah. And then also we should talk about doing the meetup again. You know, we did a couple last year, but now that we've, you know, done the podcast and got Peter on the podcast, I'll be dropping his podcast soon as well. You know,
Yeah.
definitely have a meetup. If the no hit, we definitely having a meetup sooner than later, you know,
No, for
because now
sure.
all y'all could take the flights out here like it's nothing too. You know, we're based out in Tampa, Florida, all of us. So, you know, that would be dope as well. But like I said, I know you gotta go. So we're gonna end this short tonight. I
Yes.
appreciate you guys for coming. For the ones that do not have Iraqi Dinar, I need y'all to get that ASAP. I know Brandon's been posting that link. Uh, and then also, if you don't want to buy online, I'm probably gonna go to the currency exchange tomorrow. So, you know, just hit me up. Maybe get you, if you can't afford the 100 amount for the online, we could work something out where, you know, I could get you some and then mail it to you. So yeah, we'll leave it at that tonight. I appreciate y'all. You know, Wednesday we're gonna talk about REI Cash, with the REI Cash system, and then Thursday we'll go back into the land flipping. All right. So I'll talk to you guys.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.